Well, I've dropped you. That's disheartening. Okay, we're gonna put you right there. I forgot to do one on Saturday. I was out camping, and again, no one watches these. I don't know why I keep saying that. Yeah, I was out camping for my 30th birthday, which is actually tomorrow, and just didn't make a video updating you on progress, which maybe I should have waited till this Saturday because I gained weight over the weekend because, of course, it was my birthday. And I decided I was gonna cheat on the food program and do whatever I wanted, which I'm glad I did. I had a great time. I think I gained like 3 pounds, but again, I was doing whatever I wanted, and there was cake and delicious foods, and somebody brought me like 4 boxes of Oreos because I asked for one of the little snack pack sleeves. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so lots of yummy food, lots of good people, swimming, just kind of hanging out with people that I love and want to spend my time with. So it was actually really fun. I will say it was very draining. And Sunday when I got home, I had a little bit of a breakdown. After getting everything in the house, at first I fell asleep, I think for like an hour or so, and then a couple of our friends came over because they couldn't come to the party because she had gotten sick. They brought their little girl, and as I'm sitting there holding their daughter and like hanging out, I just started feeling really anxious, and I'm getting very used to this feeling because before my anxiety was very much just right before bed, right before you're about to go to sleep. You're not gonna be able to sleep for the rest of your life kind of deal. So it definitely has been coming on at more random points rather than just when it was expected. So that was interesting. And after they left, I stayed in the living room for a little while watching my roommate play video games and stuff, but eventually it was just I needed to be alone. So I went and bought a new book on my Kindle instead of an audiobook. I was physically reading it on my phone, and I just kept crying for what felt like no reason. And I know it's not no reason. My brain clearly has reasons for why it's doing what it's doing. But I just got very sad, very lonely, very just fully aware of everything that is difficult for me right now. And I should be doing my makeup. Hold on, sorry. Just all the things that I feel like I'm not succeeding at, and all the things I feel like I could be doing so much better, and the fact that I'm not making art right now, the fact that I'm not being creative because I don't have the energy, and part of that is due to me just getting out of another show, and a show where I felt like not only did I do a good job, but I feel like I was one of the redeeming qualities in that show, and I think that's gone to my head a little bit, not gonna lie. Hearing over and over that you were the best part gets a little ego going. I'm gonna have to do this in the mirror, hold on. I was at auditions last night for the next show I'm helping with. I'm doing makeup for Mamma Mia, which will be extraordinarily fun. And that's going to be great. I'm also debating what I want to audition for next season. I was initially going to fill up every chance I got, but it's not healthy, and I have to stop doing that to myself. I can't continue doing that for the rest of my life. I need time between shows to relax and take a deep breath. From September to the beginning of this month, I didn't really have a good break. It was a whole lot of little breaks between Catch Me If You Can to now. So I'm not even sure I'm right about the timeline. I always have a lot going on. I always have things I gotta be doing. I went camping last weekend for my birthday. Doing my first pirate event of the season this weekend. So, some of my stuff just stayed in my car because that was just way easier than taking it all out and then putting it all back in and then, the whole deal. Work has been insane. Work last week was extremely stressful, and I think I have 4 hours of overtime just from last week because I kept staying late to make sure that me taking Thursday, Friday off wasn't going to completely wreck the lab. And I'm glad I did. I'm sure the people who sign my paycheck are not going to be excited because that's a lot of extra time. And I make a substantial amount, and it's a thing. And I sent an email to my supervisor basically saying that I was very concerned. One of our girls is about to go on maternity leave during one of the busiest parts of the season, and I was very concerned all weekend about what the response to that email was going to be, because it's me basically saying that the opticianal leader, who's not my supervisor, and someone who I don't think takes me seriously and or listens when I'm talking, I don't think he takes the lab into consideration when he's making a schedule. And if we're short-staffed and I'm about to take a vacation, I can't be constantly being called downstairs. I can't have the person who's helping me do my job every day, because it's a 2-person job and I do most of it by myself. I needed her to be up there that week when I wasn't there, and she wasn't because he had scheduled it so that she couldn't be, that she needed to be downstairs. And it's so frustrating. And I was really, really concerned about what the answer to my email was going to be from her. And I guess I didn't need to worry about it. She said they have a plan for when Brittany goes on maternity leave, which is great. I would love to know what this plan is, but none of us really know, because I'm not sure it's a real plan. But we're gonna have some of the reception staff learn how to do what we call adjustments to classes. That's what I do. So that should be interesting, to say the least. But yeah, I don't know. I'm stressed. Her email also told me I was doing a good job, which I don't hear a whole lot like from the doctors or our office manager stuff. It's a lot of my coworkers being like, no, we get it, you do a lot of work, and then not understanding if the doctors understand that, if the doctors actually acknowledge and see that I'm doing literally a 2-person job by myself, and I've been doing it for 9 months now. All while keeping up with plays and social engagements and trying to be human, all while keeping my, what little sanity I have. I have to do this part in the mirror. What little sanity I actually have, all while doing that. And I feel like I'm doing a good job. I feel like I'm reliable. I'm almost never sick. If I am sick, it's one day, because I make sure I take care of myself enough that it's not going to be a problem. And I'm not constantly sick. I'm not constantly gone. I'm very thoughtful about when I take days off, because I don't want to get behind and not be able to catch up. And the first several months of me doing this job by myself, from the middle of September on to, I want to say 3 months in, was me catching up. and me learning how to do things that I was never taught how to do, and me doing things that, he hadn't done, and having to figure that out at the same time that I'm stepping into basically a leadership role that I was very worried about. And I mean, I'm not a great teacher. I get very annoyed very quickly. I feel like she should just know how to do all the things, which is unreasonable. But it's because I was so good at it so quickly that I just feel like it should come to her that quickly. That's unreasonable, completely unreasonable. I'm just kind of made for the job, but with Warby Parker and Zenny and all of these places popping up where they'll do your glasses for $20, $6, $10, it gets a little worrisome, because what I do is extensive, and I get paid more than some of these places are charging an hour to do a full set of glasses. And we've priced it out where while I'm making a certain amount to make a single pair of glasses, it's about $9 worth of labor from our place. And that sounds about right. I spend time making sure the lenses are correct. I spend time making sure they're blocked correctly. I spend time making sure that they're edged correctly. They then go through another process of verification. And then, we clean them and they go downstairs. The patient gets them and they have to be adjusted sometimes, and sometimes they don't. But it's a process, and I feel like people forget that when they're going, well, I could do this, or I could go to Costco for $10. Well, Costco's not going to give you the amount of personalized measurements, the amount of, our lenses are fantastic, and it gets so frustrating, because I also do the optician stuff when I need to. It's what I'm being called downstairs to do, and that's not my favorite part. I kind of fucking hate it. I do it for friends. Like, if somebody asks for Stephanie, like, of course I'm gonna come down and help them. This is probably real gross to do on camera. No one watches this, so I don't know if anyone would care. I'll stop complaining about my job now. I'm lucky. I have a job. I have a good job. It just gets frustrating, and I feel like sometimes I'm undervalued, and sometimes I'm taken for granted a little bit, because I'm just always there. I'm always there. I don't know. This week is gonna be hard. Like, I feel better. I got more sleep last night than I did on Sunday night, but life isn't great. Somebody just text me. That's my makeup routine, but that's what I do nearly every day. I don't know. I'm tired. I got better sleep, but I'm still tired. Oh my god, this is already 14 minutes. Okay, I gotta get out. I have to go to work. I have to do all the things. So, didn't lose any. I gained. We're gonna see this Saturday if I've lost any by then, because I know by tomorrow I'm definitely not gonna have lost the couple pounds it would take to get me back to where I was. So, yeah, I hope you all have a good day.